Levante new color alert. This is the Levante Modena Ultima for 2024 and it's done in beautiful Nero Absoluto that debuted on the Maserati Gran Turismo for 2024. Let's check out this last goodbye for the Levante platform SUV for this year. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where we have our second 2024 Maserati Levante here on the channel. We just got our first one, but this is the second one in a new color we haven't seen yet on the Levante. This is the Modena Ultima, aka the last. I mean, this is the last version of the Levante you're gonna see before the refresh. Now, this is a small change for what you know for the Levante because it's really the last time they're going to do anything to it before that refresh comes, hopefully by the end of 2024 next year. So what do we have? Well, we have a new color for the Levante called Nero Absoluto, which is also on the next generation Gran Turismo we've seen. So that is now on this Levante that we have in front of us here. And the Ultima version, I mean, it's really just, they pack everything into it, give you a few options as far as customization just to set them apart. But really, they want to load this up standard right off the bat so you guys can have the best of the Levante before it's on its way out. It's like, hey, we're going to send this thing out. Let's send it out with a bang. So with that said, we're here at Maserati of Daytona Beach, and we're going to take a look at what this Nero Absolute Levante for the Modena Ultima is all about. Guys, it's so hard to say goodbye, isn't it? I mean, the Levante is going away in its current form as you know it. We've seen this thing since 2016 and then being actually launched at dealerships in 2017. Now actually here in the flesh in its last iteration. That's what Ultima means. This is the Modena Ultima. The Ultima equals last. The last time you'll see the Levante looking like this because it's getting the full refresh treatment to keep up with Maserati's DNA when it comes to the design language, like with the MC20, Gran Turismo, and Grecale. So a lot of what you're seeing here with the Ultima is what you know from the Levante from previous years. Basically, today, we're seeing a new color on this model, which is Nero Absoluto, which is a black that has not been on a Levante ever before. And we're seeing this option out with all the goodies right off the bat because, you know, there's not too many versions or iterations of this model for 2024. You get limited versions of the GT Ultima, so we may get a couple here this year. You'll get a lot of the Modena Ultimas, which we have here in front of us today. And then you'll get the V8 Ultima, which is a special limited edition series that debuted and made its public debut at Goodwood Festival of Speed, which is completely just done up. It's Fierce Series customization programmed out, limited run model, and it's probably going to cost probably right under $200,000 because there's no Trofeo version, and the Trofeo versions for the previous model years, well, they're around $176,000. So since there's no Trofeo, you're looking at Modenas and GTs. But yeah, this is it, guys. This is what we have for the 2024 model year, but I'm not mad at it at all. When we go under the hood of the Nero Absoluto Modena Ultima, we're looking at a power plant that we're used to, Ferrari Drive twin turbo V6, pumping out 424 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque with a 0 to 60 in 5 seconds flat and a top speed of 164 miles per hour with its all-wheel drive 8-speed ZF transmission. Again, we know that this particular power plant is going away because it's an old power plant with Maserati and Ferrari. Maserati is making their own engines now based off of the Nettuno engine from the MC20, taken down to the Grecale and the Gran Turismo. The next generation Levante, if it's not electric, will more than likely have a ICE Nettuno engine. So again, we will never see these engines again in a Maserati model. So with that said, we should probably hear what this has to say before it makes its, you know, grand exit. If you guys haven't already, make make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Once you give the video a like, it helps grow the channel, and I get more opportunities to get more beautiful cars like this 2024 Nero Absoluto Modena Ultima behind me here today. So if you know the color Nero Rebelle, that's the colors or blacks that have been on previous model year Maserati models. Well, then you're gonna know Nero Absoluto because it's basically the same thing. I'm not sure what Maserati necessarily did to change the hue or the overall look of it, but I'm seeing it with my untrained eye and it looks basically the same, but Maserati might be able to tell you different. So Nero Absoluto for the paint. What else do we have? Well, we do have a Nerissimo pack, which gives us black chrome in places as well. So you're gonna get some kind of, you know, styling element differences there. But other than that, same matrix LED headlamps, same fog lamps with the black surround, the big side blades in black, the grille that is functional here, all right? That is actually a practical grille to help cool down the car and radiators and everything there. Same up front here, classic Trident with the level 2 ADAS, the vertical blades there with the matte center there. And you also have the Maserati emblem there, done in white and blue. So the same thing you guys are used to. For the Levante, nothing too crazy has changed up front. We do have with that Nerissimo package, this done in black chrome. This is not necessarily a white chrome, but a black chrome. On the GT Ultima, that looks different. We'll get into that once we get a GT Ultima, and I'll go over that a little bit more. Then we come along to the side. You'll see the signature portholes, done also in black chrome with the Modena script right above those on the front fender. And then you will see the 21-inch glossy staggered Enteo wheels. From what I know, this is the only wheel option you're gonna see on the Modena Ultima. So just like the other one we filmed, it's the exact same wheels here. All right, exact same 21-inch gloss black wheels, monochrome center cap. You can do either black or red brake calipers for the Brembo brakes, white script for both, I believe, drilled rotors, Pirelli tires. That's your setup. And again, they try to give you just one of the bigger wheels they have and just kind of give you one wheel style because, again, they're not going to make a bunch of these. So since they're on their way out, they kind of give you a set, you know, I want to say spec or loadout for these cars. Now you'll see that over the wheel well, we will have the same Nero Absoluto going down the side skirt as well and continuing to the back. The door handles are done in Nero Absoluto. The mirror cap is done in a regular gloss black to match with the window moldings that are done in a regular gloss black. All right, you will see the Trident on the C-pillar here done in a gloss black. You will see that the roof here is glass, all right? And then the shark fin antenna done in Nero Absoluto, along with the rest of the car here with the spoiler, but this is done in the gloss black, same as the window trim, same as the C-pillar, Trident, and the mirror caps. Then coming along to the rear, boomerang tails, smoked out, boomerang right there, and then the clear. Then we have the Maserati script and this black chrome piece, black chrome on both. All right. Then we have the Levante badge done in the black chrome as well. And then going down, we have the chrome exhaust tips, quad exhaust because we have them on both sides. And then the gloss black, regular gloss black rear diffuser with the plastic going around. And then note that those are functional grills, honeycomb back there to help for cooling with that hot exhaust there to feed that twin turbo V6, that sound clip. So again, we're used to a lot of this that we're seeing on this Levante. It's just, again, just kind of saying its farewell and giving us a couple of things to work with here. But again, I'm not mad at it. I'm just glad that we at least get to say goodbye. Fuel economy for this beast, 18, 16, 22 premium fuel, 18 combined city and highway, 16 city, 22 highway. Again, premium fuel only, and that's what you expect out of a twin turbo V6 from Maserati. Now, I'm horrible at that. Now, keep in mind the Maserati Levante is very practical. In the back cargo, as you guys can see, where we have a 60-40 split and a center feed through, where we have, when we move these floor mats, a little bit of extra storage, you know, for like papers and everything like that. Straps to hold on loose items. A 12-volt there. You also see that we have our close and lock buttons on this side here. A lot of things that we've seen on this Levante before. Privacy shade here. All right, and this is easy to actually remove in case you need to put something in the trunk that, you know, if this were to go down and it would disrupt it from closing, you can actually remove this pretty easily. So you guys can see the little brackets there. So again, they make that easy. As well as underneath where the false floor is, they make this easy with the infamous red hook. All right, then you can hold everything up. You can see where we have a little bit of extra storage for some other loose items if you want to put them here. You have your front plate kit there, and then underneath you will have your tire, you will have your tire jack, your tools, your tire inflate kit, your battery underneath here. Seamlessly all covered up when you put this over top, so it doesn't have to look all crazy when you open up this false floor. So again, Maserati does a great job when it comes to practicality on the Levante, and I mean, really, this is one of the best in the game, I feel, and it's unmatched. Now, before we take a peek inside, remember we have the same key fob that we're used to for these Maserati models, because this does not have the new design language, so it's not getting the new key fob or anything else that comes with the next gen Maserati models that we know today. So this will be familiar for you guys. This interior will be familiar. The fixed B-pillar is familiar. The no preset for the door hinge, very familiar, right? The dual pane glass windows, all the great things you guys love about the Levante is back. All right, now, again, there were some things that were added as options that were standard. The one things I would have wished they would have put here is the illuminated door sill, or sorry, the aluminum door sill. It could be illuminated if you wanted it to. And then the aluminum paddle shifters and dead pedal. Would have looked so much better with this spec and with the final editions going out. I don't necessarily like the rubber. It may be an option, but I would have loved for it to be standard and just add the extra $1,000 or whatever it would have been. But that's me talking who's not buying the car, so take it with a grain of salt. But as you guys can see, black interior Nero, or however you want to say it. Red stitching, Rosso. And you'll see it in the sport seats here with the stitched headrest. You'll see it also in the door paneling and in the dash. You'll also see we have a carbon fiber trim here. This is an option. You'll see the aluminum for the doors. You'll see the Harman Kardon speaker, aluminum surrounds, the seat memory, aluminum surrounds, more Rosso, more leather, and the door handling and armrest. So a lot of great stuff when it comes to this spec. Again, it's what you guys know. All right, so stepping inside, it's been such a long time since we got a Levante on the channel, because really we were waiting on something new, and we got a new Levante as in the model year new, but again, it's a lot of what you guys know. So let's give her a start. Beautiful sound clip as ever. Analog gauges. I know you guys like that because some people don't necessarily like the digital gauges, and Maserati has moved to digital gauges for the 2024 model year for the other models. But for the Levante, well, still keeping that same flavor. It's going to be the same way for the Ghibli and Quattroporte for the 2024 model year before they get their refreshes and before the Ghibli kind of goes away. Another video, but same beautiful steering wheel, heated steering wheel, perforated leather on the sides, your driver assistance controls here, your hands-free controls, radio controls on the back, aluminum column mounted paddle shifters here as well. And then you also have your lighting controls, start-stop button on this side here. You have heated seats, which I'm sitting in right now, also cooled seats as well. And then you also have the big panel roof, if you guys can see it right there, letting in a lot of that natural lighting. You will see the 8.4-inch touchscreen, which has Maserati's MIA system, or Maserati Intelligent Assistant, which is basically Uconnect 5 configured for Maserati. That software there. So we know this software very well. If you know any Stellantis vehicles, they have this software for the newer models. You also have the Maserati analog clock here, which again, we've gone to fully digital for the clocks. So it might be a breath of fresh air for some to have that analog clock there. HVAC controls, dual zone, We have USB 2.0, USB-C, and an SD card, which that's how you know that this is on an older platform. We have our door there in carbon fiber, our whole centerpiece here in carbon fiber. If we want to cover up the cup holders, we have that there as well. Dual track system for the 8-speed ZF, in case I wanted to shift using the gear selector there, or sorry, the gear shift there, or I wanted to use the paddle shifters. It depends on, you have everything there. If you go in reverse, you'll see your different camera views here for your level 2 ADAS. All right, so for driver assistance there, you'll see that. You also have your traction off button there. Get that to focus in. Off-road mode button. ICE, which is your increased efficiency for fuel economy. And Sport, which opens up your valves and gives you your beautiful yes, that noise. You can also soften your dampers here as well, and keep in mind that we can also, well, you know, lower our suspension or raise our suspension because we have active air suspension here. We also have our parking brake here, electric parking brake, and our radio controls here as well for the MIA system, radio controls and the kind of analog controls, so you can kind of, you know, navigate the screen without actually touching the screen in case you don't want to get that dirty. It's a thing. Split armrest, huge armrest, but nothing in it but a couple of cup holders, and you can let in some AC by toggling that to keep your beverages cold. And I believe I said this in the last video, I don't think that's Alcantara for the pillars or headliner there, but I don't remember exactly if it is or not, but take that with a grain of salt. Rosso stitching on the dash above the glove box. You can see the carbon fiber and aluminum there as well, and the massive glove box we have for the Levante here today as well. So again, this is a lot of Levante that you've seen before, but I mean, in case you want one in 2024 before it gets completely changed up for the next model year, well, you got them here in the version of an Ultima. Now let's take a peek in the rear. You do get the Levante for a little bit of extra space. Some people just like the SUV aspect, not necessarily the extra legroom that it will give you in the rear, but same flavor in the rear as up front. The carbon fiber, aluminum, leather all throughout, Rosso stitching. You also have vent shades here as well to keep out a little bit of that light. I mean, with a black car and black interior, that will help be a little bit of a heat shield, so definitely needed. The sport bucket seats with the perforated leather, Rosso stitching, Rosso in the headrest stitched. Looks so good. We also have USB 2.0s here, HVAC vents as well. We do have the nets for extra storage, any kind of paperwork, booklets, anything like that. And then we pull this down, a couple of cup holders as well. It's pretty simple, pretty chill, pretty Levante in the back. Nothing extra to add really when it comes to the rear. But again, it's the same flavor as the front. Oh, I forgot even the Harman Kardon speakers. Got to bring that up as well so you get the good sound too. But yeah, nothing necessarily extra, just again, matching the energy as the front passengers would get. You guys got to check out the illumination. As you guys can see, same matrix LEDs from the Levante. It's not the new design language when it comes to the lights, obviously. We do also have fog lamps here, which is a Levante exclusive up front. And then you have your amber turn signal here. And then in the rear, the boomerang tails with the flashing indicators there. And then you step back and see how it looks all together. So this sticker is very similar to that of the other Maserati Levante Modena Ultima that we filmed, the first one. This being our second one. We're seeing a lot of the same when it comes to the options and the pricing breakdown. So after all of this, for this Nero Absoluto with the black and red interior, you're looking at a total price of $119,795 after the $1,195 destination with $300 preparation delivery. Actually, now that I think about it, I think it's the exact same price. So with that said, the two options we do have are the Nerissimo pack and the high gloss carbon fiber trim. Again, these come loaded up, so there's not too many options available because of the fact that you get a lot of things standard in the Ultima. That's what this is all about. It's like getting a special edition with all the goodies automatically. It just, you know, bleeds into the price already. So then you have it ready for, I mean, just to drive off the lot and have everything here. You don't necessarily need to option off too many things. So this is everything that comes standard that you can have on this Ultima with this Nero Absoluto spec. So again, I wanted to go over it slowly so you guys can see everything that we have here that it comes with. And again, this is just saying goodbye to this platform that we've had for a while, the past like 6 years now. And we're gonna make way for something different from Maserati when it comes to the Levante. All right, guys, so with that said, $119,000, 2 options. I mean, this is what we have for the Levante Modena Ultima. I mean, really, it's just, again, taking the best of what this platform has to offer before it's on its way out. Do you guys enjoy what we have for the Levante here today, or is everything too old or dated for you guys because you have to compare it to the new Grecale with all the technology? Do you like the analog dials? Do you like the analog gauges? What do you guys think about the Levante Modena Ultima for 2024? Drop those comments down below. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you guys want to help further support the channel, check the links down in the description below where I have a one-time link donation for my PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Patreon. Just in case you guys want to donate an extra $1 or $2 to the channel, guys, I appreciate that extra love. It goes a long way. Thank you so much. You guys can also check out the Ron's Rise merch and social media links down in the description below. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. With that said, you guys be blessed. Have a great day. And we'll talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rise video. Peace.